Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome again to a Friday live stream. The sun is out, schools are broken up for Easter, and on Monday we can meet people in the park. It's all good. Matt looks very formal today, looks very smart there with his tie on.
Busy man.
He's just come out of court.
How did he get on? Court. Yeah, that's it.
How did he get on, Matthew?
Not guilty.
And Howard's wearing a headset today, which is a first as well.
The first. I could never hear what you're saying. So.
You know, oh well, there you go. But how are you two today? You both good?
Yeah, fantastic.
Always good. I'm tired, but I'm always good.
Good. And what have you got for the good folk of Facebook and YouTube today, guys? Who would like to step up?
I can give you a bit of a
go on.
One that I was reading early on in the week about what Rightmove have been saying about how the market is and the amount of people now who are, because there's not that many properties coming on the market, they're selling, and because they can't find anywhere, they're going into rented. But I thought to myself when I read that, well, you know, that's hard because there's not many rental properties coming on the market. So right. It looks like that people are tending to do that, and also that will put them in a great position when the property they want to move into comes on the market, so they're not losing their buyer. So it's a good idea actually. That it rings bells with a current situation I'm working with. Also, what they've said is that that people looking for, you know, when you go on Rightmove, you can search in, I want a garden, it's got to be near a school, it's got to be an Ofsted, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, people searching for no chain or vacant possession, honestly, it's 72% of people now are searching for that. That's how important it is. And these Rightmove properties that are going on there that are saying no chain, that's up to 21% from 15% to this time next year. So it's just a little bit of trend and how the market's going. But we can agree with that. There's not many properties coming on the market, and people don't want to lose their buyers. So, what do you think, you guys, on that aspect?
Yeah, I think that's massive, especially the buyers I'm getting at the moment. Any kind of investors and stuff that wanting stuff for vacant possession.
Yeah.
That's obviously with the new articles that are coming in. I imagine with the December, obviously HMO's changing. Everybody has to give 6 months notice as well. So if you're taking on a property with a sitting tenant, it's a bit harder because you've got to give them 6 months notice. So effectively the mortgage offer could expire, vice versa, things like that. But yeah, I think it just makes sense unless you're moving to another family home, vice versa. It just makes it easy. People wanting things through quick, aren't they?
Well, I
tell you what. I mean, just so Kevin, just to give you an example actually on that. Last Friday, so this time last Friday, the property I'm going to talk about wasn't even released. It wasn't even on Rightmove. We'd put it on social media throughout the week, but it came on probably about 5:30 last Friday. Vacant possession, £100,000. So it was the lower end of the area that we cover, the lower end of the budget. Went on at £100,000 Monday evening. It went to final and best offers, and by Tuesday it sold for well over 10% more than the asking price. No chain, ready to move into, and I conducted viewings from 2:30 to 7:15 on Monday afternoon, evening, with 14 people coming around, and they were competing against each other. That just shows you that there's not a lot out there, and yet people are, honestly, the amount of kind of dodgy if you get me for this price that was going out was unbelievable. But honestly, fantastic vendors are overjoyed with it. So
yeah, it's I think the vacant possession no chain stuff is probably because of the length of time for conveyancing. You know, if you can shave off any time that you can, because it's gone up to nationally about 16-17 weeks.
Yeah, so about 4 months. Yeah,
we've changed, but if you can take that down to, well, as long as a mortgage takes to go through, which isn't a lot on searches, if you're not down to 8 weeks, then you're in a much better position, aren't you? So I can completely understand why people would be looking for that. I'm surprised by how many people, though. That's a heck of a high percentage of people looking for that sort of thing, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
But I'd be interested from people, if anyone's watching, if you've come across any rental properties. That bit surprised me. I wonder if it's more national, because the Lancaster and Preston areas, rental properties are priceless.
Yeah.
At the moment, aren't they? So some people may struggle to actually do that where these
Yeah, that's what I read. That's what I read about it. That's when I was reading to say that's what I thought about it. I thought people were going to struggle, and I mean, I've just commented on the figures which are kind of general, but there are figures which are down in London which are the double the numbers that I mentioned to you then.
Yeah.
So it's but as soon as rental properties come on the market, well, I'll tell you what, as soon as rental properties come on the market, they've snapped up straight away. There's one not too far away from where I am, and it's been on the market 4 weeks. Well, the only thing is that it just must be too expensive.
Yeah.
Because they're just getting snapped up, aren't they? So
in our experience, they are.
The last one we did in Preston, I think we had 28 people wanted to go and view the property. 28 people. That was the demand for one 2-bedroom property in Ashton.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah. Oh gosh, wow. It's an amazingly busy time, isn't it? Certainly for tenants and for buyers and renters. It's very, very busy.
Oh, by the way, the update on that, I remember last week I said, what should I do? Get this vaccine? Right, well, obviously we had a few messages come in, didn't we, Kevin? And I think the balance of the people was to go with Matthew and to get it done. So next Tuesday morning,
you're in.
Next Tuesday morning, yeah. I can't, just in case we have any adverse effects afterwards. I thought get it on early in the week. You don't want to be ill for Easter, do we? So there you go.
No,
Tuesday morning ish.
No, that's very true. Very true. And how's Morecambe, Matthew?
Morecambe Lancaster's absolutely booming at the moment. I don't seem to have enough time nor hands. So it's great. But there's quite a bit going on. Obviously, the Eden stuff. There's some massive stuff going on. But the main thing that I've been drawing my attention to is I was reading just for a post, and Preston City Council are stepping in to manage the climbing facility at Westview Leisure Centre in Preston, actually. And I know that's your neck, Howard, but however, on their post, they've put, in addition, we're developing a new dedicated bouldering centre in Lancaster with over 700 square metres of climbing surface. And that means if you're a Kendall Wall regular, this will mean that you have one membership covering 3 fantastic climbing centres. That's okay, it's something else coming to the area. Obviously, I know you're going to touch on Eden briefly, Kev, but there's a lot that's coming to the area, and something like that, again, is something else. And I think something like that will do really well around here. You've got a lot of people who go to the lakes, who go caving, they go climbing, they go bouldering. Spot on, happy with that. But yeah, property market wise, crikey. I've been out to a lot more valuations this week. There's stuff that is going on in the background, commercial property and properties that aren't even on the market yet, and we've just got buyers for them. So yeah, it's a great time to be seller, buyer, estate agent. I've probably got a few more grey hairs in the past 2 weeks, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one actually. The amount of people that we're finding selling without even going to the market. So there's loads of people out there who are looking to buy houses. Obviously, we've touched on it recently about ones where we've had, one we had in Halton. I can't remember how many people it was that we had. We probably sold it. Yeah, could have probably sold it 40 times. So what we've done is we've had a lot of people who put the house on the market 3 years ago. Decided not to sell because circumstances changed, all those sort of things, and we've been sort of speaking to them or trying to speak to them on a regular basis, and just recently we've been speaking to them. They've sold some of them without coming back on the market because now is the right time for them to sell, and there's so many buyers out there that they've made a heck of a lot more in some cases than what they would have done a long time ago.
Exactly, demand's there. Demand's there, and people are offering them the right price. So if you feel like you would move for the right price, get us out to see, and we can tell you what that right price would be. And if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. What have you got to lose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's us who's paying for the marketing. Until we sell your house, you owe us nothing.
I think people will be quite surprised actually about the, final selling price, what you can achieve. For that property I mentioned to you in Preston, it was 112.5% actually above the asking price, which is phenomenal. So I think you put your house on the market with an aspiration of getting this, and there's a possibility of you getting higher, slightly higher, depending, because there's that pent up demand out there. My only other query on that is will it value up for a mortgage survey? So I think we're going to see this a lot more of this now with house prices going up. Eventually, I think the surveyors will have to grasp the idea that that is the level, that is the value of that particular property.
Yeah, definitely will. I think we've had some surveyors that have mentioned that too, that may be the case going forward. But no, it's good news to the market. I've also, Matt mentioned about the Eden project. I've just put in the comments on the video a link to some conversational stuff for the Eden project North, and there's actually some webinars that you can join, some live chats, conversations about what's going to be happening with it. I know we've registered to be involved. I think the next one is about what effect it may have on local business and how it could benefit being in the area. So be some quite interesting stuff. Like I say, the link is in the comments on the video. Have a look, guys, and find out a bit more information about this. What could be a fantastic project. Go on, Howard. Are you itching?
I was just going to say that I know that we're going to over the next oncoming few weeks, month or whatever, we're going to do a little bit of hints and tips for buyers, for sellers out there. And what I did look a bit of research early on today just to find out what buyers are looking for in the house right now. So I'll just list only 5 things. I'll list them, but what we'll probably go into over the next few weeks is maybe do some short little videos with hints and tips, Matthew and I and Kevin, of what to do. These 5 things that I've been looking at, the people looking at, is more space. So they're looking for property with more space. They're looking for, because of we're all working from home at the moment, I know that might change shortly, but they're all looking for home working opportunities. Green space. What I mean by green space is countryside surrounding it, or is there a recreational park nearby, or what transport links are there to recreation parks and facilities such as outdoor impressions. So people are looking for maybe bigger gardens with outside space. So we'll do some tips on maybe how to present your property in that particular way. But online impact is one of the main ones I thought stood out, Kevin, and the reason why I put that last, just to briefly talk about it, is basically make your property, so the seller, make your property stand out online.
Okay.
And this is becoming essential.
Well, we'll touch on that more when we do some more videos for it. But to summarise that a little bit, we've been trying to tailor our marketing away from paper and a physical brochure, and tailor it more for the online experience, because you're right, everyone's been doing online, can't have done much else recently in the last 12 months. No. So you're right, it's got to look good when somebody picks a mobile phone up.
Exactly.
And sees that, they've got to be wowed by it, and there's only a short period that people will look on the phone, because phones make it much faster for people to scroll through and all these sort of things. So if your description's too wordy, too long, if the pictures aren't catchy, if you're showing the wrong pictures, in fact, speaking of the wrong pictures, we'll touch on this again another day, but we actually saw a property that's still got a Christmas tree in it.
2019,
which is just bonkers. You need to get that changed. But really, I completely understand that. Online impact to your marketing is a big thing. It's something that we will touch on in a hints and tip video that'll be coming in the next week or two. Definitely. So it's a good thing to mention that, Howard, and we'll bring that to people shortly. So just to finalise, guys, just want to just say definitely, or confirm how busy it has been. Just want to say that sales in the areas are both still outstripping new properties come to the market, and they're about 10% up for this month. 10% more sales than there has been new properties coming on. That trend has been following since about December for Lancaster, and I think November for Preston. That's been the case, where there's been more sold than come to the market. So hopefully, bit of Easter, bit of freedom from Monday for everyone, bit of good weather, bit of hints and tips from ourselves that might just sort of bring people to towards the market, because it definitely needs it. That'll be good. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you once again, Matt and Howard.
Yep.
Your input and expertise is sort of invaluable, and so I want to reiterate to people watching this, these guys are the pros. If you've got any questions, get them asked. This is a safe space to answer them. We can answer them live if you drop a little comment on the video as well. So please do. We want to put these guys to the test. But for now, thank you once again. Enjoy your Easter holiday. If you are doing anything, spend some time off and enjoy your Easter weekend. We won't be here next week because it's Good Friday. So we'll have a bit of time off, and I'm sure everyone else will. And I think for the whole of the country, it's probably well deserved, isn't it? And I hope you enjoy it. For now, though, see you later.
Easter.
Bye.
Adios.